Today, we're talking about 3 lessons that can help save you hundreds of thousands of dollars as an entrepreneur or in business. And they're lessons I wish I knew a long time ago. Folks, I've said it before, I feel like I'm that middle ground between the Dave Ramsey conservativeness and the Grant Cardone 10X, mixed in with a little bit of the Gary V. Well, today feels like a Gary V day. The reason I say that is because I feel like I am documenting being in a slump. So much so that I even called into Grant Cardone's show, Young Hustlers, on what to do if you're in a slump. And Jared gave me a little bit of advice.
So I'm a little bit in a slump.
So what I would do is I would try to fix my schedule so that I could be more productive in the things that create income so that you can get back on track and maybe not feel so squeezed. So, dude, I hope that helps. Kevin from California. Let's go to another caller.
A lot of folks that watch this channel want to be entrepreneurs, are entrepreneurs, want to grow their business, want to invest, want to learn, want to grow, want to be financially free. But folks, I need to share with you 3 really big lessons that seriously, I just wish somebody told me like a year ago. And you know what? Maybe the problem is, maybe I was told these things. Maybe I just didn't or couldn't listen. So I guess that means maybe a takeaway once you get to the end of this for you is listen to these lessons. Don't make the mistakes I made. Let me just start with the bad news. We've already been talking about the fact that the market is also in a slump. So Kevin's in a slump, the market's in a slump. What came first, chicken or the egg? Well, I certainly know I didn't make the market fall. I've been doing everything I can to the best of my abilities, providing more for all of my clients. Unfortunately, on July 31st, had a little bit of a bad day. Out of about 10 properties that I have on the market, 4 of them came up for expiration. These are properties that I listed. I met with the owners. I consulted the owners on what repairs to make. I interviewed with the owners. I competed against other agents for these listings. I got the listings. I helped make repairs on the properties, helped consult with staging with Lauren, helped get these properties ship-shape to be market-ready and marketable properties. Professional photography, drone photography, Matterport 3D virtual tours, you name it. Every stop, broker tours, open houses, daily hustle and grind to push these properties to brokers, other agents, people who have looked at the property and following up with them. Why didn't you like it? What can we do to make you like it? And I've sold properties like that before. I call them up, I go, hey, why didn't your clients like the house? Oh, they didn't like the acoustic ceiling. Hey, well, I got a group of guys that can take care of that for you. How about you go ahead and write into your full price offer, we'll take care of the acoustic ceiling. And guess what? They wrote the offer, full price, boom, gone. You know, that is an example of a good day. That's an example from earlier this year though, not July 31st. So on July 31st, these 4 properties came up for expiration. 3 months of very, very hard work went into them. One of them was, didn't want to sell anymore during the school year, so they were going to just take it off the market. We were priced below the comps, as with the story of all of these, but this is an example of the market falling on you. Thought the comps were $540, so we listed it for $545 and couldn't even sell it for $529. Highest offer we got was $490. That wasn't gonna fly. And my favorite property was up on the hillside where we had a big fire. This property was spared, had a lot of repairs done to it. Helped coordinate and put in about $10,000 worth of repairs before putting the property on the market. During the repair process, property had a water leak. And so I've been dealing with an insurance claim on that property for the last 3 months. And that was because the countertop company went in and left the valves wide open under the sink. And the gardener turned on the main water line for the house and flooded out the hardwood flooring in the hallway and bedrooms. And now they're gonna rent that property. And on top of that, because they don't want to wait for the insurance settlement to come in to handle this, I am going to front them the $5,000 of damages, and I'll take over the insurance battle myself and hopefully get reimbursed some of that. Because that's what I do for my clients, is I never want somebody to be left, even in a bad experience, unhappy. Both of the other 2, we did repairs to. We helped prep for market, stage, get everything ready. $32,000 of work into one of them, $4,700 of work into the other. Market didn't want to sell. Didn't matter how many open houses we did, how many flyers we sent out, how many times we did broker tour, how many times we pitched it. The market said, Kevin, Ventura County has hit a wall. I put my best foot forward on all 4 of these, and every single one of them I lost on July 31st. Makes for a bad day. You know, people get very enchanted by real estate because they see the big numbers, the big commission checks. They don't realize that on the same July 31st, where I could get 1 commission check, I could lose 4 deals that I probably put more work into combined than that one. I haven't even opened the envelope because I feel so slumpy. And then some of you folks may have seen my video on Grant Cardone made me fire 6 people. Well, one of those people I'd like to share a little bit more of an experience about, and then we're gonna get into the 3 lessons. One of those people professed to me how they were an expert general contractor, licensed, 35 years in the business. We can do roofing, we can do electrical, we could do plumbing, we could do solar. I mean, this is right up the alley for the business ideas that we had to combine construction with real estate. For the first 3 months, everything was great. We got our windows ordered, we got doors ordered for projects, we got solar panels ordered, we got materials ordered. But slowly over the next few months, when we started needing to use what we had ordered and deliveries were starting to come in, every single order was wrong. Windows had to be reordered because they were wrong size. Doors were the wrong size. Doors were the wrong type. Doors were not fire rated when they should have been fire rated. Interior doors were solid instead of hollow core on a flip. We do engineering plans with the city to say our contract has 20 solar panels. The plans come back as approved with 17 panels approved because for some reason they thought we were doing 17, even though the contract very clearly, which they have, says 20. And I look at myself and I go, golly, did I just suck that much at communicating? How do I suck that much that the person who's an expert ends up being incapable of doing anything that they say or have professed that they could do? The reason I bring this up is because on July 31st, that same day of those listings, I get a text message from this person. Kevin, just got out of a doctor appointment. I have been diagnosed with Bell's palsy, brought on by stress. No surprise to me getting laid off. Wow. I think people always think the employer is the bad guy. And look, there are many times people get let go unfairly, and I totally empathize with employees, having been an employee so many times, but what a bad day July 31st was. But it's okay, there are always solutions. You know, it's just something where we kind of have to learn to live with the problems that come with entrepreneurship and business, and understand that there are lessons we have to take away. Oh well. I wish I had money to wipe my face with.
You'll read every single comment too. So make sure to comment.
I just have a brown bag. Folks, here are the 3 takeaways and business lessons. Number 1. People have told me this forever. I did not internalize it, and therefore I feel like I failed. Hire slow, fire fast. Number 1. I didn't internalize it. I didn't believe it. And instead, what I did was hire fast, fire fast. Out of 20 people I hired, 16 of them didn't make it. Now I, though, have this amazing, amazing core of 4 people that are absolutely amazing. Hard workers. Really, really incredible folks. I just wish I internalized hire slow. Maybe I should have somehow vetted these people more, although it's so hard when people tell you they're good at something and you try them out and they're likable the first week, and then everything goes in the toilet after that. Energy level goes down, productivity goes down, too many mistakes start happening. The ability to train these folks becomes even more difficult. You could suggest, hey, now we're gonna do something this way, we're gonna do it this way, and then it's still done wrong, and it's still done wrong. See, there's a famous example in construction, and it's used with the mop bucket example. And the mop bucket example is, hey, the cafeteria floors aren't getting as clean as they should. We need to make sure that you're using 5 gallons of water and then mopping for at least 30 minutes to mop the pattern 3 times. The employee says, oh, well, I've only been using 2 gallons. No problem. now you're taught to use 5. If the employee then uses 5 and follows the instructions in 30 minutes, does the triple pattern cleaning routine, and the floors are still dirty, then maybe the employee's just not a good fit. Maybe they're just not a good mopper. But if the employee doesn't clean the floor properly and the supervisor says, hey, the floor's still dirty. How come it's still dirty? How many gallons of water are you using? I'm only using 2. But we said use 5. Yeah, but I thought 5 was unnecessary. That's the kind of stuff I was dealing with over and over and over again. So folks, internalize. Hire slow. Figure out how to weed that mentality out. I wish all the people the best that didn't make it, but I mean, the amount of money that was lost to figure this stuff out as slowly as I did blows my mind. So hire slow, fire fast really hits it home for me. Number 2, be the Billy Hall of your world. Folks, I went to Charleston, South Carolina, with Graham Stephan to visit the SmadCon conference, and it was about 11:30 at night, and Charleston's really, really hot. So it's 11:30 at night, Graham's wearing a t-shirt and jeans, I've got on like the lamest tattered t-shirt and gym shorts because I wanted to go to sleep, and we go to this steakhouse, this high-end steakhouse. Oh my gosh, it'd be really nice to have some delicious southern meat. Sorry to all you vegetarians out there, that's just where we wanted to go. For sure, when we opened that door and everybody inside has a cocktail dress on or a suit on, there's a maitre d' and fancy hostesses, everybody's like dressed to the nines, and here come 2 dudes in their 20s dressed like complete scumbags walking into this restaurant. And I'm floored to say they took us to our seat. The hostess is super nice, helps us out, seats us, pulls the table away, lets us in, pushes the table in, puts the napkins down. Meanwhile, Graham and I are looking at each other like, wow, how are they not discriminating against us? They have every right to kick us out of this restaurant, and they're not. Breadbasket person comes over. Hi y'all, welcome to Charleston. Puts the bread down, amazing, delicious food. Waitress comes over and says, now you boys are gonna want some veggies with that, right? No, not really. We're just here for a snack. Just wanted the steak because, I mean, they charge like $17 for a side of veggies. It was just something abnormal. So, obviously another sign that we didn't belong. I'm sorry, it's the mother coming out in me. Okay, really, really nice. Leaves, another person comes over. How y'all doing? Welcome to Charleston. I'm gonna be partnering with your waitress tonight. Let me know if you need anything. Just flag me down, I'll take care of y'all. We're just looking at each other like, oh my gosh, this is providing more. This is amazing. And I mean, this is all staggered. This isn't like high pressure, annoying either, which sometimes happens when you go into a restaurant. It's like every 30 seconds. You need another refill? No. This was like perfectly spaced out. Then this guy comes over, and usually when I dress up, I think I'm dressed pretty well. And I get the shiny shoes, the polished shoes, the belt, the 3-piece suit, everything. This guy comes over and tops that. I mean, 3-piece suit with the little pocket protector, this gray hair, just the hair of knowledge, comes over, looks at both of us, shakes my hand, then shakes Graham's hand, and says to us, thank you both for coming to my restaurant tonight. My name's Billy Hall. I'm here to make sure you both have an excellent experience tonight, and if you have any questions at all, flag any one of us down. We're here to help you out. Thank you again so much for coming to my restaurant. Like, we're like tears almost at this point. We're like, how are they treating us so nicely? So, we had like the best restaurant experience ever. And again, they probably had every reason to discriminate against us. I mean, our order was one order of calamari, 1 steak, and 1 glass of wine. We did not split all 3 of those. I will take credit for having the glass of wine. They had every reason to discriminate against us and kick us out. And yet when we left that restaurant that night, we walked out of the front door, the maitre d's thanked us, the hostesses, the waitresses thanked us, and we walk out of that door. Door falls shut behind us. We look down the city street, look the other way down the city street. All right, which way are we gonna go now? And then the door swings open again. We're like, oh, what's that? out comes Billy Hall. Hey y'all, I just wanted to thank you again. Thank you so much for coming to my restaurant tonight. It really means a lot to me. I hope you both had a fantastic evening tonight. I hope the food was excellent and the service was superb. Come to find out, Billy Hall bought these 2 lots in downtown Charleston, South Carolina, next to each other for $7 million. He owns the buildings he operates his restaurant out of. He's there at 11:30 to 1 a.m. at night, the time we were there, providing more customer service. And if that doesn't make me even today feel giddy on the inside to know that kind of customer service is out there, I don't know what does. But folks, lesson number 2, be the Billy Hall of your industry. And sadly, that means you have to know that you have to be there every single day. Because Billy was at his restaurant, he was able to share the enthusiasm for customer service with his employees, and that feeling reverberated through all of them. If Billy Hall is gonna shake these 2 kids' hands with shorts and t-shirt, then I'm gonna take good care of them too because Billy Hall is doing it. That's powerful. Be the Billy Hall of your industry. People refer to, oh, well, Steve Jobs must have been a mean boss because he'd be in an elevator with somebody and fire somebody. That was his reputation, fire somebody in the elevator. I don't think he was actually trying to fire somebody in the elevator. I think when he saw waste, because he was at his job every single day, he cut. And he kept Apple running like a well-oiled machine, cutting where necessary. I admire that. I am now realizing that in order to run a business efficiently with employees, you have to be there every day. In real estate, I connect with my real estate employees every single day. And we share feedback and we share ideas, and it works. We take great care of people. But because of that, on the construction side, I did not have the capability of being there every day, and instead, I relinquished control to somebody who just didn't have the capability or the expertise or skill set they said they did, and even when I tried to find a replacement, it was near impossible to find somebody else. So folks, be the Billy Hall yourself. If you're gonna run a business, be the Billy Hall. Number 3, and we're gonna close it out here. This is a much shorter one. Number 3, you're always gonna be a king or a bum. The market will go up and down. You can be a king when the market is up, and you're just gonna be a bum again when the market is at the bottom. So there is a cycle. You're not always going to feel like you're the king. You're going to have July 31sts, and you just need to be optimistic and go forward and look at the bright side. And go ahead, celebrate the successes. Don't dwell on the July 31sts.